1,
2.
1, 2, 3, 4.
In this episode, I head to two places located along California's stunning Pacific coastline. The relaxed beach town vibe of Santa Monica and the artsy and vibrant Venice Beach. This time, it's to meet with a fellow Brit who made this his home more than 40 years ago. Touring the world in the 70s and 80s with one of the biggest bands in music history, you know him as the guitarist behind the unmistakable sound of The Police. An artist whose innovative and atmospheric playing helped define the band's unique sound. With a career spanning over 5 decades, Andy Summers is a true pioneer of the electric guitar.
Ah, there you are.
Hello! How you doing?
Well, I'm just having a little jam.
This is not what I expected when you were like, come over. I thought you'd be on the guitar instead.
This is a guitar.
Is this your therapy?
Yeah, it's very good at it.
Guitar wasn't your first instrument anyway, was it, I guess?
Piano was first, yeah. Then guitar, which was not learning, but obsession.
As it has to be to reach your level?
Well, yeah, I worked hard at it, but, it wasn't work, really. It was always joy, fun. I just loved playing the guitar, and I could sit there for 10 hours when I was 12 and 13 years old. Always like that, And it's still the same. And I tried to translate that joy to millions of people out there.
I think it's worked.
Yeah.
So, what is this?
Well, this is my scruffy little house at the end of the garden where, I come down to amuse myself. So I write music in here. This is my, stage one of, making a new record.
Okay.
So I get it started here, and then I go down to my real studio in Venice Beach, which has got all the real recording gear, and take it from there. But, I love this little house. I've been in it for many years, and, I've got a view of the Pacific out there and everything. So it's very lovely in a way.
It's very lovely, and it's very tranquil and just quite relaxing. I can understand why you would choose a place like this when you're kind of on the road and it's crazy, and then
it's a sanctuary, I suppose, is the word. Yeah,
it is. So show me around. Show me the man cave.
The man cave, yeah. Well, it's kind of a mess because I've got all sorts of music books in here, and guitar pedals and CDs that I'm listening to, and all this sort of stuff. It's sort of a real musician's hang.
Can I just show? So old school, Andy.
Which one is that?
It's a cassette.
Oh my God.
The kids go,
what is that?
This?
Yeah, no, that is pretty old style.
Yeah, my daughter goes, we were in a shop and she saw some vinyl and she went, oh my God, I want some of that to decorate my room. And I said, do you know what it is? And she went, yeah, it's a CD. And I went, no, it's vinyl.
Oh my God. I've been through all the mediums. Yeah, now we're in sort of thin air. It's very strange. But the odd thing is, of course, people want to go back and get the vinyl records.
They do.
So every record you make now as a recording artist, you make in vinyl.
Yeah.
It sells more than CDs.
It's good again.
And of course, we like to go back. It's like going back to youth. You've got this big, I want to make 3-fold, triple-decker albums, with all these notes and pictures.
Well, you can do the full thing now. You can do everything. You can play all the instruments.
Yeah.
You can go and record it yourself, which the Police kind of did anyway.
Yeah.
You can go and shoot the cover album now.
Yeah, I sort of like to do all of it, like full authorial, control over everything.
Were you like that when you were in the Police?
I think it was the same in the Police. We were very, it was kind of a bigger deal because they sold so many millions of records, but they were very intent on keeping the 3 blonde heads up front. And of course, I wanted to do, a picture of a hawk over a mountain or something, but that wasn't happening.
Like,
no.
We need these 3 good-looking guys on the front. That's going to sell the records.
Yeah, we got trapped by our own image. Yeah, no one's complaining ultimately, but, it would be nice to move on. As an artist, you want to move on from that. Do I have my bloody face on the cover of everything? I'd like to go elsewhere.
And it always seemed that you were always destined to do the two forms of media. So you did the music and then the visual side of it as well, like through your photography. And stuff.
Well, I think it's absolutely true. Those are the two things that have really been so important in my life, creatively as well. So I became a very avid photographer all the time through the police, which was obviously fantastic because we played in so many countries. And so I was always being presented with great photography, chances.
It feels like your photography became like a form of escapism for you, like that kind of being on the road, this like rock and roll circus, which when you got to as big as what the police got to, I mean, that must be...
Well, it's true, because I could be involved in all these scenes as one of only 3 people in a band and getting all the sort of mob affection. But I could also have this other headset where I went out and went, oh, this is a really good shot. That girl's coming towards me. I could do that as well. So it was a way to put your brain outside of that and not get, completely subsumed by all the sort of fan adoration and the hit records and all that.
So you've lived in this house for a while, but why California?
I went to college here.
Yeah.
I was pretty young,
Oh, wow. Is this your last guest hanging in the tree?
Yeah, that's what we do to bad people. So that was nice to be down there for a minute. I must go there more often.
Oh, I'm in love with this room. Colour.
Oh,
it's so relaxing. Here's one we prepared earlier. You know what I noticed about your photography? It's all in black and white.
Well, these are, but, in my current phase, it's all colour. I've gone over to the other side.
Yeah.
But, of course, black and white is very powerful. It's a great selfie shot.
Selfie shot, that's very current, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is one of my favourites. Yeah. I saw this when I was looking at what you did in Kyoto, the exhibition and stuff.
Yeah.
I know this was one of the ones on display, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's quite scary.
Yeah, it's all religious. And there's thousands of them, and they march the streets at the...
Is it in Seville?
It's in Seville. Yeah. Semana Santa, the festival's called, and it goes on for about a week.
How did you get this shot?
Well, it was just luck. Well, there's a certain amount of skill involved, but the 3 of us were going around the island of Montserrat to go to a picnic, and the only way to get to this picnic place was to go around a boat. Yeah. You couldn't go over the top. Impossible. And as we arrived in the boat at the beach on the other side, this guy was taking his horse into the water, like to cool it off.
Yeah.
And I went, oh my God, that's not good. And I leapt over the side with my camera over my head, because I was up to my neck in water. And I got up close to the horse and managed to get off that shot.
I noticed you've got a guitar here.
Oh, yeah. Well, this is worth...
This is the one I've been dying to see, actually.
Yeah.
So you call this what's it called, the photo?
Well, I think we call it the Photocaster.
Photocaster.
Yeah, because it's the Fender Telecaster, but, I was quite involved with all the specs on it, the shape of the neck and all this stuff and the pickups and what it do. But, of course, the thing that really makes it stand out is all these photographs. Fender were willing to do it because they'd never done it before.
Yes, and which surprises me they've never done it.
Yeah, and we put on Leica camera knobs on the guitar and so on and so forth. So it was a sort of a hookup between Fender and Leica.
You notice everyone now is selling their collection, like Knopfler and Gilmore and...
Yes, I have noticed because Tarquin, the manager, is pushing me hard to sell it.
Is he?
Yeah, but I don't think he quite gets it. Or... People don't, I'm so bonded with these instruments.
Oh, I totally get it.
Huh?
I totally get it. I don't know how you could.
It's not that easy for me to go, I get rid of my... Everyone is bought for a reason, and, but you get an outsider and he's a manager, they don't understand the bond between the musician and the instrument. It's a very different thing. No, it's not just a business transaction. It's like, it's music. You're, expressing something through this thing. It's very important, to my mental health.
So where are we going? To the beach?
We are going to the beach, the famous Venice Beach, and it's got a vibe, special. When I first came here, there was real art galleries on the street, everything, and the studio itself was such a great building.
Yeah, so tell me about this building then.
It was built in the early 80s.
I heard that Basquiat was there for a while.
Basquiat lived there for 6 months. The Madonna was there with him. So the two of them lived in it. When I first walked in there, and I was told it was on the market, and it was floor to ceiling with Basquiat paintings. And I bought the building off the guy, and of course, if I'd really been thinking, I said, I'll take 2 of those paintings too. They're probably worth $1 million each time they would have paid for the studio.
When's your birthday? Is your birthday New Year's Eve?
New Year's Eve, my wife goes over the top and brings in a big cake and goes, "Happy birthday, you're fucking old now." Oh, Jesus.
But you say about being old and stuff.
I don't feel that at all, actually.
I
can't do like the actual numbers, but I don't think I look it, and I'm playing as well as I've ever played.
I mean, you never really did drugs or drank. You didn't go crazy when you were in the police when you were younger.
I did all the things, but no, nothing
not to the
not
extreme.
Like to the point of. You know what I think? I know it sounds sort of corny. One of the things that I think saved me was being an actual guitarist and always wanting to play really well.
Yeah.
And I cannot ruin that. I'm not going to give this gift away for the sake of a few eyes, because when you're in a band like the Police, and it's just. It can be completely hedonistic, but there's these sort of hardcore practical reasons. We'd have to go back on stage, and only 3 of us holding the whole thing together. There's no backup band, there's nothing, so you have to be right on it. And if you're drugged out of your mind,
how come you only went for a 3-piece? How come you never added another?
We needed the money. Don't want to pay anybody else.
Fair enough.
I mean, I actually like the 3-piece is the magic number. There's something about quartets, quintets. Doesn't. These are not hard and fast rules, but there's something magic about the trio, definitely.
Yeah, I agree.
I've always liked it. And when I go out and play on my own, if I'm doing that kind of music with bass and drums, it's bass and drums and guitar, and I cover it all. And I like the amount of space that it gives you, and you're the whole thing. You're the harmonic instrument. My inspiration came from people like Miles Davis and Sonny Rollins, and then like Ravi Shankar and people like that. We're into this kind of music, and it was more like the psychedelic music of the 60s, mostly drug-inspired music. Until in a way, all these things you pass through, and you find your voice with it, and it sort of melds into one thing, and that becomes who you are. So a musician's voice, own way of playing, and that comes from probably many things, and you kind of personalize it, and that becomes the way you play it. Yeah, anyway, it's been a big part
What's
of
that
my
bike
life.
doing? Did you see it?
Christ, it was about 80 miles an hour.
I know. Did you see him doing a wheelie a minute ago?
Wow.
That's what you need to do next. Didn't your dad do something like that?
My dad was he was in World War II. He was he led the motorbike corps, and they did,
They did all those stunts.
Stunts, yeah. Flying over little bridges and all that shit. Yeah, I've got pictures of him doing it all.
And what did your mum do? Because
Nah, she didn't really know. She was just the mum,
Just the mum. We wrote a song about, loosely based on her mother, wasn't it?
I wrote a song called Mother. I was thinking, oh my God, I'm going to offend my mother so much.
What did she
She
think
laughed
of
her
it?
ass off. She thought it was incredibly funny. She loved it. Of course, that was the problem. I'm talking about the mother that smothered, because I was sort of the golden boy, the mother that smothers you. So I wrote a song about it, and she even loved that. You can't win.
As long as she was all right about it.
She loved it. But she loved everything I did. My dad bought a gypsy caravan, and that's where they lived, and I was born in that caravan. So I have a kind of a rather romantic beginning. I was born in a gypsy caravan.
I love that.
I know, it's incredible. I tell people, come on.
That's why you've got the wanderlust in you.
Yeah, maybe I was born on wheels in a sort of nomad's caravan. This is it. This is the studio.
This is bigger than what, because I saw some pictures of it, and it's
all the girls say
bigger
that.
than what I thought.
Yeah, that's what all the girls have said. But back to the studio. We've been in here quite a while, and it's been fantastic for me. This room. I spent a lot of years in this room.
So what have you created in this room?
Well, I've made 15 records in this room. And, collected things, odd things like the armadillo, very rare. That is actually an armadillo.
I didn't know that armadillos were hairy.
And that is not is illegal now.
Is it?
Oh, yeah, you can't get them anymore.
No,
I think I got the last one.
It's quite soft.
Got it in LA. It's an armadillo thingy.
Can you play it?
No.
This, I recognise. Is this what did you do with this?
Well, actually, this is what you use in horror films because I was supposed to have water in it.
Oh, very Nosferatu.
Yeah, very, yeah.
The hands are coming for
So
me.
you put water in it, then you shake it, and but, you know, you get that kind of...
Oh, that's
horror.
brilliant.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
Have you used that on record?
Yeah, I've used it quite a lot.
Oh, that's so scary.
Coming to get you, yeah.
Your two babies are here.
There's two of the
Brought
babies.
the kids along. Your two favourites.
Yeah, yeah. These are major historical items at this point. The red 1962 Strat and the Telecaster that I played all the way through the police. Well, and that one too. There's two
Right.
guitars.
What I'm really interested with both of them, I mean, that is even more beautiful in real life, actually, than what I thought. That red
Yeah.
is just...
Well, that's the guitar I'm
gorgeous.
sort of known for. I've been playing the red one for years. You know, almost never pick up another guitar. Just go to the red Strat. You know, it's
But this is so different, the Tilly, because you don't normally have humbuckers, do you?
no,
like
it's
this?
a hybrid. You know, it's got. When I got it, this guy. I mean, I got it when it come through an era when everybody was messing about their guitars, and he put a humbucker in the front, which is totally against the Telecaster thing, and he put.
Yeah, because all these knobs,
Yeah,
what do these knobs
in the
do?
back he's got like this power thing.
Yeah.
And so this little switch, it goes into like overdrive. It's like putting on a fuzz pedal.
Yeah.
So, and this is so you can go combine these two pickups, which normally you wouldn't be able to do on a Telecaster.
Right.
So it's a complete hybrid. But
So is that what kind of drew you to it? That it was the mechanics
well,
that
you
you put
know,
in was
when I
different?
got it, I said, no, I don't know if I want to.
Telly, do you like, oh, it's a bit of a country instrument?
Yeah, and I took it home that night, and I could not stop playing it. And I called up the kid, and I didn't have the money. I said, I want it, and I can't even remember how I got the money. He wanted $200 for it. And, you know, for years I would just travel around, throw it in the back of a van, back of a car, whatever. Never even really thinking about it. But
Yeah.
now it's an iconic instrument, and of course it's
Yeah, exactly.
worth millions. Worth millions, of
Exactly.
course.
Can I touch them?
Yeah, you can touch that one too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Well, yeah, this red Stratocaster I bought one afternoon when I was on tour with the police, early days. Our tendency would be to go to the nearest music store and see what they had.
Yeah.
So we could get any bargains because we were in the US, not in England. And this was from a guitar shop in Texas, Austin, Texas. And I got it I said, oh man, I want that. I picked it up and played it. Yeah, you know, and it was $400, which you couldn't even sniff it now for that. What do you want to do? You want a lesson?
I would love it.
I'm going to give you a lesson, okay? Why don't you look over in this direction and see if there's anything that appeals to you?
Okay, so you're gonna give me a lesson.
I'm going to give you a lesson. Do you want it in yellow or green?
So these are the ones that we're gonna use.
Yeah.
I like green. Or are you gonna say that I have to have yellow?
No. I think if you're drawn to the green, if you're feeling the green, go for the green. It's going to look good on you. Go on, you take the green.
So
I'll take the yellow.
All right then.
Right,
where are we gonna do the lesson then?
We're going to the sky.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, come on, follow me.
I'm coming.
Follow the yellow guitar. Follow the yellow brick road.
road.
Yeah. We're going to go this way.
Whoa. Oh,
Yeah.
what a view. I was not expecting
Oh,
this.
really?
No.
Special.
Oh, my goodness. Now, this is California.
Yeah.
So what are you going to show me how to play?
Oh, how to play? Oh, I would like to show you how to play So Lonely.
And can you play it for me
so
I can
you
have a
be.
lesson?
Very simply, yeah, I'll play it for you. It's easy.
So easy. Okay. So So we start with the C. But I'm not going to do the picking, am I?
No, I'll do all the fancy stuff. You you build the house. I'll do the windows.
I love that.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Good, very good.
Oh, that C is a bitch to get to. Oh, what's that? I'm sorry.
You on the 4 chord.
I know, I'm sorry to destroy your song.
Thank you.
I just butchered your song and I apologise. What I've realised about Andy is his photography was a way for him to get to grips with the intensity and craziness of being in a massive band on the road. By using another art form and looking through that lens, it took the spotlight off him and allowed another way to feed his creativity, and at the same time helped him see what it was like to be in the police through the eyes of his fans. Some lose themselves in success and fame, but photography made it more tangible and at the same time became an escapism from the madness that surrounds being in the rock and roll circus.